Hello, do you like my costume? My name is Candice and I'm here today to talk about using superheroes to teach parts of speech. I've been a K-3 teacher for many years, and now I'm also an author and an instructional designer. I love finding ways to make academic topics interesting for kids, and costumes are a great way to do that. In this video, you'll meet some superheroes, some cave people, and get lots of ideas for teaching parts of speech in a fun and engaging way. Let's get started. There are 8 basic parts of speech: nouns, verbs, adjectives, adverbs, pronouns, prepositions, conjunctions, and interjections. And if you introduce them this way, there's a good chance your students will already be yawning at this point. At least that's generally what happened when I tried it in the usual way. That's why I was so motivated to come up with something far more interesting and effective. As I thought about it, one thing I knew was that kids love superheroes. So I thought, why not use that existing interest to teach parts of speech? That's when the Grammar Guardians were born. Meet noun boy Nicky, verb girl Vicky, adjectivo, adverbulus, Presley the pronoun pirate, Priya preposition, conjuncto, and Ima interjection. Each of these superheroes uses his or her powers to create sentences and help people communicate effectively. As you use them to teach about each part of speech, your kids will come to know their superpowers and how they help us. This is by far the most exciting and engaging way I've ever known to teach this topic. And it's all contained in my book, The Grammar Guardians. The book is divided into 3 parts. In Part 1, students are introduced to each Grammar Guardian. These pages are a very cursory introduction to each Grammar Guardian with a brief explanation of their grammatical superpower. Students become acquainted with each character and learn a little about their part of speech. They begin to get a sense of what each character does to help people communicate, and are given a few easy-to-understand examples of each type of word. Another common interest for kids is dinosaurs and cave people, so in Part 2, the Grammar Guardians visit the cave people of Laco-Lingo. This section really leverages the power of story-based instruction. Kids learn as they listen and make connections with the characters and events in the story. Let's take a peek inside at just a few of the pages from Part 2. You see, the people of Laco-Lingo didn't have a language and therefore couldn't communicate with each other. So the Grammar Guardians come to the rescue. They send in noun boy Nicky first, and he gives names to all the persons, places, and things in the land. Then verb girl Vicky comes and gives names to the actions that the people do. She even explains about past, present, and future tense. She also teaches them about non-action verbs and works together with noun boy Nicky to help them form basic sentences. Pretty soon the people are visited by adjectivo and adverbulus, who help them use words to describe things. Then Presley the pronoun pirate joins the party, and in true pirate style, he steals their nouns and replaces them with pronouns. Priya preposition and conjuncto come and teach them how to use prepositions and conjunctions to add clarity to what they say and to connect phrases and sentences together. Finally, Ima interjection comes and teaches them about words like wow, ouch, and yikes to make their communications more interesting. At the end of the story, the people of Laco-Lingo are able to communicate freely with each other and even change the name of their land to Lotsalingo. All thanks to the Grammar Guardians. Part 3 of my book has the Grammar Guardians go into greater detail about each part of speech and give many examples of each one. These pages have multiple kid-friendly examples of how each part of speech is used and could be read as part of each different lesson you teach about the parts of speech. In Part 4, there are reproducible worksheets for use with your whole class. So many fun ways to practice using each part of speech, including puzzles, matching, sorting, student-generated responses, and even sentence diagramming, a fantastic visual tool. These worksheets are also available separately on my website. Letting your students dress up as each grammar guardian can really help keep their attention. To help with your superhero-themed approach to teaching parts of speech, I've created printable masks you can use with your kiddos. They're available for free on my website. I'm also posting a link in the description where you can order simple and inexpensive capes and fabric masks if you'd like. If you'd rather not purchase superhero costume pieces, you can keep it simple by making headbands for each superhero using sentence strips and attaching the superhero cards to the front. The patterns for the headbands are available for free on my website, startwithastory.net. Now let's talk a little more about how to let your students become the grammar guardians as you teach each part of speech. Let them dress up, strike poses, use sound effects, and act out what each grammar guardian does to sentences. Costumes and dramatic play are sure to keep them engaged and strengthen their retention of the information. Dressed as Noun Boy Nikki, your students can swoop in and give names to persons, places, and things. They can even save misspelled plurals by correcting the endings. As Verb Girl Vicky, they can charge in and give actions for the nouns to do. They can even save struggling verbs by providing helping words. Zap nouns and verbs to give them more power with adjectivo and adverbulus. Fly in and save boring sentences by providing descriptive words. There are even adverb sorting cards available on my website for your little superheroes to practice sorting adverbs by whether they tell how, when, or where the verb happens. A child dressed as Presley the pronoun pirate can steal nouns and replace them with pronouns. I have even made pronoun coins that your students can use as replacements for the nouns they steal. A preposition can lurk in the shadows or swing in from the rooftop to show relationships and give direction to our sentences using prepositions. Conjuncto can show how he is strong and smart. He could also show how he could call for help to save a sentence or do it alone. Finally, I'm an interjection can get everyone's attention by cheering wow and bravo as they do their very best work. As you can see, teaching parts of speech in this way can be fun and exciting for kids, and you can have a blast too. Just go to startwithastory.net and order your copy of my book, the adverb sorting cards, and the pronoun coins today. Download the free headband and mask patterns too. Then have fun with your little superheroes as they learn parts of speech in a most unforgettable way. As a bonus, these resources are also available on startwithastory.net. There are bookmarks featuring all of the Grammar Guardians to help keep them fresh in your students' minds. And posters of the Grammar Guardians too. There's one with all of them together, and they each have their own. What a fun way to dress up your classroom. I hope you found this video helpful and that you'll check out my other videos that help teachers teach kids about math topics, language arts concepts, and life skills. I hope you like and subscribe to my channel, and I invite you to follow me on Facebook and to visit my website, startwithastory.net, so you can check out all my books and resources for teaching kids. I'm Candice Bose. Thank you for watching.